This Coast to Coast Entertainment Network program is brought to you by Beside Me Bracelets. Our bracelets are handmade for any occasion. Use the promo code Coast to Coast for 15% off. Visit their website at besideme.com. Suzanne's Paparazzi Jewelry. With 24-hour shopping available, use the code 160920 and show her some love, like she showed us. Reaper Apparel Company, a commitment to live your most authentic way every single day. Visit reaperapparelco.com for more information and a look at all of their apparel offerings. And by Good Day Embroidery, your local source for custom embroidery, screen printing, and more. Log on to gooddayembroidery.com for more information.
Welcome, everybody, to Between the Ropes here on Coast to Coast Entertainment Network. I am Crispy Bacon, here with Christy Wilson. How you doing this evening?
Doing good. Ready to talk wrestling? It's going to be fun.
It is going to be fun, and we are here with Thomas. How you doing this evening?
Good. Getting over a cold finally after 2 weeks, so finally feeling better.
That's good.
So before we get started, Thomas, what was your thought on Clash of the Castle?
I thought it was a good show. It was very entertaining. They all worked hard. No real surprises, but you didn't really know really don't need many surprises. But I thought Cody was going to lose when I saw that his mom was there. I thought AJ was going to do something dastardly to make Cody quit, but
no.
I'm glad Cody retained at the end.
I would have thought it'd be something like what happened to Beth Phoenix.
Oh yeah, when Edge versus Finn, and she got knocked out.
Yeah, or they grabbed her and Edge is like, I quit.
No, I think she was knocked out. I think if I remember correctly, but
something similar to that.
Yeah, they thought to give her a concerto as well, and then he quit, and then they did it anyway.
Yeah.
But no, overall, I thought it was good. What would you think, Christy, on this?
On Clash of the Castle?
Yeah.
I thought it was really good. I mean, glad Cody retained. I knew the moment I saw the picture of him and his mom, I was like, no way. He's not losing. He's not.
I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah.
Needed to continue.
If you saw how his mom was reacting to AJ Styles talking smack to her, I'm like, oh God, this is a fiery lady. Definitely a fiery lady.
But I think at one
Don't
point,
mess with Mama Rhodes.
No, definitely not.
No. I think at one point you're going to see Cody turn heel.
That's what I think The Undertaker said in an interview, but I don't know.
That kind of looks like it. I mean, not right away, but down the line. That's probably
down the line.
If he's going to turn, it won't be till after WrestleMania because he still got the match with The Rock still got to go through.
Yeah.
Right.
Rock hurt his elbow on the set of a film, so I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, so he gets to try and do MMA at his age. He's too old for that.
He is. He's too old for it.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
We saw Ricochet get, destroyed and
by Braun Breaker right in front of his fiancée Samantha Irvin, who's the ring announcer for Raw, who's the ring announcer for SmackDown. She's brilliant. She's amazing.
You think she's gonna stick around in WWE?
She might. I mean, I don't know. Whatever he does, they're gonna have to talk about it though.
Thomas? They can still see each other. She only works 1 day a week.
Yeah.
And there's no room for her in AEW. They got a ton of backstage interviewers, and I think the reason they got rid of Dasha because they already used Bobby Cruz at the Collision tapings for ROH was like Tony Khan was like, "Why am I paying 2 ring announcers on the same night when I can just use one and save some money?"
Yeah, they actually had one of the backstage interviewers, I think it's Arcady, be the ring announcer for Rampage. I think it was Friday night, I think. I'd have to rewatch it because I saw some pictures she posted on Instagram.
We also saw Pat McAfee do the ring announcing.
A big, handsome bastard from Scotland.
You know Vince is gone when they're letting Pat do that.
Yeah.
Or any commentator, yeah.
It was so good. Drew McIntyre said on his Twitter he demanded to be called that when he's announced coming to the ring from that point forward. He I don't know how he and Finn Balor kept straight faces the whole time. Even though Finn was doing his
It had to be
angry
hard.
face, he wanted to bust out laughing. He did.
Yeah.
Oh.
We have three, well, on each side, we have some qualifying matchups for Money in the Bank already.
Mhm. Yep.
On the men's side, we have Carmelo Hayes,
Mhm.
Friday, and Jey Uso.
Mm.
Who do you think will win Money in the Bank on the men's side from there, Thomas?
Well, like you and I were talking before the show, I think the Bloodline's gonna cost Jay money in the bank. So it's not. I don't think it's gonna be Jay. I don't know who it's gonna be.
No.
But I don't think it's gonna be Jay.
Christy?
I'm going Jay. I'm going to say main event Jey Uso wins Money in the Bank. I don't see the Bloodline interfering. They've got their own issues right now.
They do.
A new guy just showed up and joined their ranks,
Yeah.
and they're going to fight Cody. Or Solo's going to fight Cody.
I think you're going to see, Cody and Solo in the
It's
Money
Cody versus Solo,
in a
and
championship match.
yeah, Bloodline version 2.0 with the newest guy, Jacob Fatu, they're gonna play a factor in the match, and
Oh yeah.
I think it'll be a 6-man at Money in the Bank.
possible.
It'll be like maybe Solo, one of the Tongans, and Jacob against Cody, Randy, and KO, with Solo
Mhm.
pinning Cody on that title match at SummerSlam.
Oh, no way.
You also have Seth Rollins, who returned this past week, going up against Damian Priest.
At Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see Seth winning the belt at Money in the Bank and then dropping it to Gunther at SummerSlam.
No,
So I think
it's not
Gunther's
gonna.
walking out of SummerSlam as a new champion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this would be bad for Seth Rollins, doing it twice, but
Mm-hmm.
whoever wins Money in the Bank, Seth loses. Poor Seth, he's going to get cash on again.
For what, the third time, I think?
It
Yeah.
would be the third time, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Ambrose did it the first time.
Mhm.
I was there for that.
Yeah.
And then,
Ambrose.
Yeah.
well,
Lesnar. Extreme Rules 2019.
yeah, it'll be the third time, yeah.
Yeah, it will be the third time.
That would be bad. But I could see it happen,
It could happen, or if, say, Priest retains, then whoever wins Money in the Bank could cash in on him.
But then you got to
Yeah.
face Gunther.
Yeah, and then they have to face Gunther, so they may end up being a transitional champion. Which we all know
can't see that.
we all know that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
They've been doing so well building Priest up. I think I want to see Priest versus Gunther.
Yeah.
I mean, Seth versus Gunther would be a better match because Seth can really bump around for Gunther.
Mm-hmm.
I
Hold
hope-
his own.
I don't
He
want
could
Priest
probably
to
hold
go
his
yet.
own against Gunther just fine.
I just hope Seth can hold up.
Yeah.
He wasn't off for too long.
No. I mean, he had surgery on his knee. I don't know. He really needs to focus on his back if that's really giving him the biggest amount of trouble.
Well, it'll be about 3 months at Money in the Bank that he's been out, so before in between matches, so he should be okay to go. He's obviously his knees cleared to go.
All right.
On the women's side, you have Io Sky and Chelsea Green, who qualified so far.
So
went
far.
for more matchups.
Did you guys see Chelsea Green's post? What she wants to do if she win and when she catches her
Turn
Money
it
in
back
the
into
Bank?
the Divas Championship?
Yeah.
Hell no, lady. No.
That's a different time, different era.
It's a different time period. We don't do that anymore. And I don't think
No.
Triple H would allow it. He would be like, mm-mm.
Maybe
No.
they should just bring it back for her. Let her be Divas champion in her head.
Or you could bring back the Divas Championship, but continue to call it Women's Championship.
I don't know.
You could have Diva matches on X in Speed.
There you go.
Anything's possible.
I don't
guess.
watch the Speed match.
No, I don't either. I mean, I'm not even aware what time they come on.
I think 11.
It's on
Yeah.
X, like Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably whenever they come on, I'm usually working, so I don't watch them.
But so far, Andrade's the champion over there.
Mm-hmm. He is. He beat Ricochet.
Yeah. Me and Thomas talked about it earlier in the back. What are your thoughts on the Wyatt 6 debut?
Interesting.
It was.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was talking about, okay, you got Bo Dallas, you have Dexter Lumis, you have Joe Gacy, you have Eric Rowan, you have Nikki Cross as the sixth member. I don't think you add a sixth member because this was Bray Wyatt's idea, and now it's finally come to life, and you don't need to add a sixth person. It's like he's there in spirit.
I agree. That sixth person could be the lantern representing Bray.
Yeah,
I've
there's
heard that too.
Yeah,
I've heard thoughts of it could be Alexa Bliss, but it could be the Lily personality.
Yeah. I just personally think Alexa needs to stay away from this sort of thing and focus on if and when she comes back, focus on either, doing like a combination, like new character mixed in with her old goddess character or something like that.
Maybe.
I completely agree.
Yeah,
She needs to stay away.
Mm-hmm. I mean, even if she and Bray had a great working relationship and were, good to each other out of the ring, it's just that time has passed.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's her to be focused on her own career.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of people were starting to speculate what's the quote unquote agenda or about this faction. And it sounds like it's almost like a darker version of like the Shield, and like they want to go after justice and all that.
I don't know about that.
About family, because if you look, Chad Gable left his quote unquote family, the Alpha Academy.
Yeah.
And then you have everybody who left their group.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty much targeting it about family.
You kind of also, if you look at, like when you mentioned the Shield, if you remember, the Shield and the Wyatt family had a feud.
Mm-hmm.
Bray Wyatt was a part of it. So was Eric Rowan. So you kind of tie that in there with. You kind of tie that in there.
And Seth kind of left his family.
Mm-hmm.
The Shield turned his back on him.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Seth, I'd watch my back.
Yeah. Chad Gable came like rising from the grave, almost looking like a really creepier version of a zombie from the Thriller music video.
Yeah, if Hunter's not careful, they're going to turn Gable back into a babyface just by this, because he's coming back a week later after being murdered.
Yeah, with a bullet, with what looked like a bullet hole in the side of his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Adam Pearce is like, I got good news. He's alive, basically, and he will be in Money in the Bank qualifying match this week.
Yeah. Didn't it seem like the Wyatt Six, someone hacked? I don't know if someone hacked Adam Pearce's Twitter account or not. And then you had this little power outage thing happen on the Pat McAfee show.
Yeah, I was going to say, speaking
I'm like,
of,
oh my God.
Yeah, and at first he's like, now, Pat saying, now, this isn't Uncle Howdy's fault and all this stuff. It's like a breakthrough.
Sucking up to Uncle Howdy. Don't hurt me.
And then the next day, he's like, Uncle Howdy's basically saying, you lied.
I'm like, what did he lie about?
I don't know. But
was it something in the past or something? I don't know.
But it looks like the Wyatt Six are going to be on Raw this week in Indianapolis, and Pat Show is from Indianapolis.
Yep.
So, I mean,
And
At least Pat
McAfee
doesn't have to fly this week.
what was that?
doesn't. Yeah,
Oh, fly.
yeah. He doesn't have to fly this week. He can just drive from his studio over to the arena where Raw is going to be.
I wonder how many, how many, people would be, WWE personnel will be on the show this week,
No.
or at least Monday.
I would say probably Priest, maybe Cole.
Maybe.
I'm thinking Cole.
I'm
Yeah.
thinking Cole too, because to put those two together and they're gonna have it's gonna be funny.
Usually is.
Needs to
Yeah.
get Braun Breaker on. Introduce him to the mass audience. Get him over more.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah,
Engage with them a little bit.
I feel like you could use Pat Show to elevate wrestlers.
Possibly. I mean, he had
Oh, he
Adam
definitely
Cole on his
could.
show one time, and Adam Cole got so mad he left.
Who did?
Adam Cole, McAfee. He had
Baby.
Adam Cole on his show.
That started their feud, and
Mm-hmm. And they think McAfee had Lesnar on his show, and Vince McMahon
Yeah.
on his show. Yeah, so he's interviewed
That's
some
Cody.
folks from the. Yep.
That'd be a good. Brock Lesnar was a good interview. I
Yeah.
thought.
It's amazing he's able to sit down and actually do this and be on McAfee's show, because he usually doesn't do a lot of press.
Yeah.
Not very engaging in terms of the media.
No.
But he probably figured he works for WWE as well, in addition to having his own show, so why the hell not?
Thomas, what's your thoughts on TNA and NXT kind of going back?
I think
and
it's a
forth?
good relationship.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, people talking about TNA. TNA is a really good product that
Mhm.
It
people
is.
don't know because
It's really good.
it's not on a national TV network.
Mm-mm.
Not many people get Access TV,
Nope.
and many people probably don't subscribe to TNA Plus
Mhm.
or the YouTube channel.
Right.
Well, they dropped the YouTube part
Yeah.
of it, and now
But-
you can either watch it on Access or TNA Plus.
Or I
they
got
did
this
it-
one.
What?
Go ahead. Oh, you can also, if you subscribe to there are certain Twitch streamers on Twitch who are
I do.
big wrestling
yeah.
fans. Certain ones you can, if you subscribe to their channels, you can watch TNA for free
hmm
and watch the streamers react to the show. I subscribe to one Twitch streamer in particular, and so he gets to have the show on his Twitch channel.
Yeah, I think they're starting some of them
Mhm.
like a split screen.
Yeah.
It just
Well,
now
I was very upset that Joe Henry was eliminated first.
I know. I was like, oh man, why?
But I guess it's the start of a bigger picture.
Yeah, him
What
versus
about Joe
Kazarian.
Henry?
He got eliminated in the battle royal on NXT by Frankie Kazarian.
Yeah.
A lot of people.
He's like first person eliminated, and I'm like, what? Huh?
Well,
You
now
bring him here, the place starts shaking, the crowd is singing his music, and he's eliminated first. That's not right.
no, but I think he's gonna be on Heat Wave.
Yeah.
I have this feeling.
Yeah.
It's
If you
got to be
saw
the start of something big.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 'Cause I think if you saw his post, he said he was at this restaurant
Uh-huh.
and he's like, "Man, it's a heat wave."
Mm-hmm. So he could show up at NXT Heat Wave, which actually is going to be on the day after Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Up in
But-
Toronto, where everything weird happens.
Mm-hmm. A lot of weird
And the
things
crowd
happen.
will go crazy for him.
Yep.
Yeah. But no, I like the relationship between TNA and WWE and NXT. I think you could put Drew McIntyre in there.
Mm.
In TNA.
That's where Drew
That'd be-
should have went. Like after
Yeah,
he quit Raw, they should have played this out and went with Drew going to TNA and beating Moose and becoming TNA World Champion and coming back to WWE as TNA World Champion.
Shove that title straight in CM Punk's face. See? You didn't
Yeah.
stop me here. You didn't stop me here. I'm the new TNA World Champion.
I
Hey.
did something you couldn't do.
Hey, what would be cool is you have Drew McIntyre win, like you said, win the championship in TNA. CM Punk goes there basically to continue the storyline,
Right.
and they go after the TNA championship. That would be good.
Yeah, that'd be a very interesting story. Yeah,
It would be.
but unfortunately, not going to happen now.
No, probably not.
I mean, I don't mind what Drew did Punk. But I
Yeah,
think
pretty much beat him up on SmackDown, like quits Raw and then shows up at SmackDown because it happens to be in Chicago, and it's like, here's your local boy all bloodied up.
Yeah, they just did it too early.
Yeah, I think
it.
I mean, heck, he deactivated his Twitter account and stuff, and sorry, I think they should have built it up a little bit to where maybe McIntyre probably shows up at Money in the Bank, say Punk has a match, and then McIntyre costs Punk the match.
I would have thought. No, I thought CM Punk was going to interfere anyways, but I would have thought it was casual.
Yeah.
Drew was going to win it with the help of CM Punk. CM Punk would have interfered, trying to let him lose, but Drew would get the win.
Yeah.
Well, Punk's first match back is going to be against Drew. That's no question.
Yeah, when
And
it's going to happen, I don't know.
I've heard rumors of they're bringing back Bad Blood.
Bad Bunny?
Yeah, I saw that.
Bad Blood.
Ooh,
The
I didn't. Oh, okay.
And
Why?
they're thinking of
Hell in a
doing
Cell
it
will
on
be in
the film.
October.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're thinking October 5th.
Oh, Bad Blood. Okay.
Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell. It'd be the 25th anniversary of the first Hell in a Cell match at Bad Blood.
Well, they put the pay-per-view in the right month because usually with October you're getting like spooky, scary, Halloween, that sort of thing.
Well, the first Bad Blood was on October 5th, 25 years ago.
So they're probably yeah.
And that's when they had Hell in a Cell. That's when it was debuted too.
Right.
So they're thinking of doing it like an anniversary thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Brian Pillman passed.
Oh, jeez.
1997, so 27 years ago.
Or the Hell in a Cell match was 25 years ago.
No, 97.
I remember an
Taker
episode of Raw.
saw
Michael Cole mentioned Hell in a Cell 97.
Okay. I think
Don't
that's what
argue with the historian. Come on now.
Sorry.
I don't know. Is there any other wrestling news?
Well, maybe we can get the Broken Hardys in WWE back in WWE.
If they want to come back, I know things have changed, but I think Matt Hardy right now is infuriated over what happened with his wife.
What happened?
I think it was at the paper. She went through a table or something.
Yeah, the system put her through a table.
Yeah, they put Rebby Sky through a table. Matt Hardy is infuriated. And since the system does have a female member, I wonder if this is going to be Rebby Sky's return to the ring. Because I don't think she's wrestled in a long time.
It's been a while.
Yeah, she's been busy being a wife and a mom and doing all her stuff.
Caleb Braxton.
All those crazy Hardy babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the story of the Gothic baby.
Yeah. Golf baby.
The Gothic
Wolfgang.
baby. It's so cute.
Kayla Braxton's leaving
I
WWE.
heard that. I was like, oh man.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sad about that.
Yeah, me too. She says she's starting a new chapter in her life. I wonder what that is. I wonder if it's a career change or, something else. I don't know.
Mhm.
Whatever it is, it should hopefully she has success with it.
Right.
Definitely. So let's talk about those horrible AEW ratings, shall we?
Sure, why not? How bad are they?
500,000 viewers for Dynamite.
And actually, it was not a bad episode.
They're,
if you
they're
think
partly
about it.
blaming it. They're partly blaming it on no Big Bang lead-in. They're blaming it on Black Panther.
Great, we're going to blame Sheldon Cooper and T'Challa. Oh my God.
Yeah,
Well, they're
no,
blaming what they have. Yeah, well, because there was no Sheldon on Wednesday, so
No. I don't
That-
know.
that's a shame.
That is a shame. No, and they're
AEW
building
is
up.
not
I think
bad.
they've got about they're building up to Forbidden Door on the 30th.
yeah, next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday. Which I think that based on the card, it looks pretty good. So it looks like it's going to be a good pay-per-view event.
Yeah,
They need to
Swerve
trim
versus
down the
Ospreay should
card.
shut that house down.
So what?
I was saying Will and Ospreay and Swerve should be a banger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the segments that these two have been having, the story is building really nicely there to where, I mean, regardless of whether Swerve retains or Will Ospreay wins the championship, this has been a good feud.
I can't see Ospreay not walking out as champion.
But he already has the international title, so maybe
You
he
can
could
just
be
give it
double.
up. Tony loves tournaments, remember?
I know he loves tournaments. I get that.
Who loves tournaments more, Tony Khan or Vince McMahon?
Tony Khan.
Tony.
But the thing with TK is the tournaments end up doing really well. I mean, he's already doing the Owen Hart Cup tournament again, and it's been pretty decent so far.
I think they should
I
have done
think
like
I think Double J should win the Owen Hart Cup in honor of Owen.
Yeah, because they
25
were
years, I think it should be Double J.
I think they were like best friends way back when.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Well, they were
Yeah.
super close back then in the 99,
Mhm.
98, 99.
Yeah.
I remember that, yeah.
They were a great tag team.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And I think they won championships together, right?
Yep, they were tag team
Okay.
champions a couple times.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got
Yeah,
the
that
women's
was
side of the
lucky.
Owen Hart Cup tournament. Looks like we've got a matchup that I think a good number of people have been wanting to see ever since one turned against the other, Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale.
Yeah, that's the semifinal match, and
That
like
is a
next week.
Mm-hmm.
What's your guys' thoughts on Sasha Banks joining
Mercedes Monet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's challenging the New Japan Strong Women's Champion, who also happens to be in CMLL, and I think Mercedes showed up at her CMLL event.
Yep, to confront Stephanie. Yep.
Yep.
So, gee,
So
I wonder
far,
who wins that match.
Hmm.
I
What'd
put
you
all my
got?
money on Mercedes.
Exactly.
So get her.
Money.
So finally get her belt.
Yep. The belt that she says was supposed to be for her, but she hadn't gotten injured, Willow Nightingale wouldn't have won it. So
That's 100% correct. That belt was made for her.
You think she'll make a big impact?
So Mercedes?
Yeah.
I think
No,
so.
I
No.
don't.
She might make. Well, she's giving. I mean, I think she's supposed to try to give credibility to the women's division in AEW because they're not the strongest.
That's a load of crap.
Well, there's
I think she can get lost in the shuffle.
I don't know.
She is. The CEO gimmick is terrible. She's supposed to be a baby face, but calling herself a CEO, she should be aligned with the elite.
I don't want her anywhere near the Young Bucks or Okada or Jack Perry.
Why not bond with the bosses? Supposedly.
Mm. I just don't think she would fit in there. I really don't.
I think
She's
she
not-
should have returned to WWE.
Mm-mm.
She
There's
should
a
have.
lot of
She should have came back with Bailey against Damage Control. That would have been a better story than Naomi, honestly.
yeah.
Naomi's been lost in the shuffle.
She had.
Naomi was one who just who should not have gone back to WWE because she was being booked like a star in TNA.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
and she could have stuck with TNA because then they could have used, her in somewhat her relationships with WWE.
Yeah, you could have done it that way. But she wanted to come back and be with her husband, which I get, but if you're thriving in a different company and having success in that different company,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's not
I mean,
like
I
they never
don't.
saw each other. It's not like Jimmy was on the road
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean,
10
I know
days a
they.
week.
Yeah, I mean, I know they cut down the schedule for house shows and everything, and yeah, they could have spent time together like weekends or something like that. I mean, you take a look at other married couples with one wrestler in one company and one in WWE. Like, look at Malachi Black and Zelina Vega.
Yeah.
And take a
making it
look at
work.
Rhea Ripley and Buddy Matthews.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You
They're
think
making
Buddy
it work.
Matthews will? You think
Huh?
Buddy Matthews will come back?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he'll come back eventually, but not anytime
He'll come.
soon.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff Hardy says that Matt, maybe I got the two mixed up, didn't feel wanted, and Matt Hardy claims Jeff Hardy felt he wasn't wanted in AEW.
Well,
You think
what
that's
happened? I mean, the dude can't stop himself from drinking and then thinking he's sober enough to get behind the wheel of a car. Try and
Mhm.
drive, and then you get pulled over by the cops. If you've had as many DUI arrests as he has, regardless of whether he was in TNA, WWE, AEW, I mean, I don't know what his issue is to where he has to drink and risk hurting somebody when he drives while intoxicated.
I don't understand that
Yeah.
at all. Not
No,
these
I
days.
don't either.
With-
No.
Not with Uber and Lyft.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in those situations, like when he was in AEW, he could have called an Uber, he could have called a Lyft, and they could have driven him back to his house or his hotel or something like that after a night of partying.
Yeah.
But he opted to get behind the wheel of his own car, and I think he should be grateful he hasn't hurt anybody or killed anybody, because that would be on his conscience for the rest of his life. It's not worth
Yeah,
it.
he's lucky he's not like Sonny.
Mm-hmm. She's gotten into a load of trouble, all
Mhm.
involving drugs and alcohol and being stupid.
She was never the same once Candido passed.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
She never got the help she needed to
Nope.
to heal from that wound.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I think one wrestler who should come back at Money in the Bank is Carmella.
I think I heard I think she did an interview, I think, what's his name, Chris Van Vliet or something like that, and she mentioned she's been wrestling for a little over a decade and has not had any major injuries. She has she has her and Corey, she gives birth to her and Corey Graves' little boy, and she has 2 herniated discs in her back,
Oh wow!
and she's in physical therapy. I saw the video posted on Instagram, and I'm like, oh my
I also
god,
heard that she had
that can
drop foot
happen?
syndrome.
Huh?
I heard that she had drop foot syndrome as well.
Mm-hmm.
Never
So
heard of that
she's-
one.
No, I haven't either, but this sounds like it sucks.
Yeah. MVP accuses WWE of adapting Hurt Business gimmick for the Bloodline.
Oh god. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I kind of think MVP said it was Triple H said no to reuniting the Hurt Business. I know that faction, people were really, really digging them. They were really liking them.
It wasn't a
But
bad
for some
faction.
reason, once they broke them up and was talk of reuniting them. Just like WWE just doesn't want to do that. I don't know why.
I mean, they just reunited the new version of the Hurt Business, but now Lashley's hurt.
Yeah, the pride.
Hopefully
yeah,
he's okay because we haven't heard anything about him.
Mm-mm.
It's almost Bray Wyatt scary, to be
Yeah.
truthful.
Right. I
Oh,
mean,
really?
I just hope Bobby Lashley is okay.
What happened to Bobby?
Yeah.
We don't know. He got
Yeah.
hurt. He's been off TV since like before WrestleMania.
Oh,
He's injured, but we don't know what's wrong. There were no updates.
just hope it's nothing. I just hope it isn't a serious injury, whatever it may be.
I don't remember them like if he is,
Wait a
you know,
minute.
or not,
Wait.
like writing him off.
Wait a minute. Was it? No. Wait a minute. It wasn't Lashley and the Street Profits in that match against the Final Testament at WrestleMania?
I think that was Lashley's last match. I don't know if he had a match. I think it
Yeah.
might have been.
Huh. I'm trying to remember. Off
Yeah, he had the Snoop Dogg was the referee for it because it ended up being a street fight.
Yeah, that was the one. It was a street fight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
he's
Bubba Ray Dudley coming
B-Fab.
back.
B-Fab crashed Scarlett into a table, if I remember that correctly, because that's the one moment that stood out.
Yeah, Russian leg shift to the table. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good street fight.
I've seen better.
Well, we've seen a lot better.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Thomas, what do you think of WrestleMania coming to Vegas?
I am super excited for it. I cannot wait. I'm hoping to go. That's the plan. I'm hoping to go to a lot of stuff when it's here.
Yeah.
We'll see what's going. We'll see how bad ticket prices are. It's going to be astronomical. We know that for sure.
Yeah.
Those big events like WrestleMania, Super Bowl, they're high dollar.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's crazy. WrestleMania happening after the most watched happening 1 year after the most watched Super Bowl in NFL history.
And who knows? The next one may be most watched. I don't know.
It depends on certain factors, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'd have to be the Bears against the Jets for it to be a horrible Super Bowl. Be a low rated Super Bowl.
I
The
wouldn't
Bears
watch
and the
that. I
Bills.
don't. Well, I know.
Hey,
certain
watch
someone-
your mouth there, sir.
Hey, I know a certain someone who would watch the Super Bowl if the Bears were in it.
Yeah.
Mess around.
Yeah.
He'd watch it, but
Or
Well, maybe not the Jets because everybody being tricked by Aaron Rodgers. So we got to take the Jets. We got to take Mr. Ayahuasca out of the equation.
okay. For that to be more watchable, Aaron Rodgers needs to get himself. I mean, he's already done the celebrity girlfriend thing, but get like a big celebrity girlfriend. You know.
He
I
can
don't know
date
why I did that.
Swifty can dump Kelsey and go with Aaron.
No,
we did the same
dear
thing,
God,
yeah.
no. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that relationship's gonna last long.
Aaron Rodgers would get insulted by every song she would write about him. Because it'd be all
Imagine
the songs would be about what a jerk he is.
But just think of the interviews after the post breakup with Rodgers.
Oh God, he'd go on the McAfee show and be what he would do.
I could see Taylor Swift going to Aaron and going, I'm struggling to figure out a song. I don't know. Aaron goes, you need a darkness retreat.
You'd be like,
I
"Here, honey, do some
don't know how
ayahuasca."
well that worked for him. You know, I don't know how well that worked. 4 snaps in.
You'd be like,
there's
"Here, honey,
Achilles
do some
tendon.
ayahuasca to clear your brain out."
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I could see that happening if that was the case.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be.
It would. I wouldn't mind that.
So today marks the 28th anniversary of the Austin 316 promo.
Oh, Austin 316 said, "I just whooped your ass."
Huh.
I still stand by my stand saying that did not kick off Austin's career.
It was one of the factors that kicked it off, but there were others as well.
Yeah.
Since they didn't really push him until
But
after
I
Brett
think
came back.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it helped his career.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it definitely helped his career, yeah.
It's a part of his
But
legacy.
it didn't launch him to superstardom.
Mm-hmm. I mean, his feud with Vince McMahon is one of those factors in launching him into that superstar status. That he,
Oh yeah,
yeah, that's part of it.
the feud of Brad, and then yeah, Austin giving Vince that first turn on MSG. Which really turned into a snap mirror because Vince didn't know how to take a stunner yet.
Oh yeah, he would learn.
Yeah.
Oh, he definitely would learn.
So definitely. See, we get hit with that move, like God knows how many times over the course of that feud.
But the worst one, and I mean bad, was that the WrestleMania in Dallas when Stone Cold returned, and Vince took the stunner, and he did not sell that very well.
I think it's because it had been years since he took one, and he's like, I don't know how to sell this move anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
McAfee took one too, which was hilarious.
Yep. Yeah, Pat took it, yeah.
And he sold the hell out of it, which is great.
He also took a kick.
Yeah. And he drank a beer.
Football. Yeah.
Yeah, he kicked the ball. It came out to Seven Nation Army by the White Stripes. But the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. Oh my God. That's wild.
What do you guys think about the upcoming Austin Theory babyface turn?
It's going to be interesting. I'm ready for it.
I bet that means it's going to be the end of him and Grayson Waller as a tag team.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if Austin can be a babyface. He doesn't come off as likable.
No, he doesn't. I mean,
didn't he start as a babyface?
I don't know.
I know Vince brought him up.
Briefly.
Yeah.
Then sent him back down to NXT where he joined Johnny Gargano, Candice LeRae, and Indy Hartwell as The Way.
When was that?
I think
18, 19.
I remember 2021.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. 21. Yeah.
Because it was when fans returned and Vince brought him up and he won Money in the Bank.
That was a disaster.
Worst win since what, Otis maybe?
But, Theory tried to cash in on Seth Rollins and lost. Otis never cashed in that briefcase. He lost it in a match to The Miz.
John Cena lost.
Yeah. Baron Corbin lost.
Corbin lost, and that turned his career into a tailspin.
Yep.
It did.
And then he later got teamed up with Braun Breaker and had success as a tag. They had success in NXT, which was cool.
They need to put them back together.
Yeah, exactly.
They need to win.
I would love that. But right now he's feuding with Legado del Fantasma.
I think he's feuding with everybody.
Yeah. It's like he hates everybody.
Yeah, Legado del Fantasma.
But put him with Braun Breaker and just something happens with those two. It just works.
I think Breaker's winning the Intercontinental title, though, at Money in the Bank.
Probably.
They need to do something more with Braun Strowman.
Did you see after he won a match, I think he was teamed up with the LWO. he lifts Zelina Vega's arm up and doesn't, and he forgot how petite she actually is.
Yeah,
he pretty much
she's
lifted
like-
her up by one arm, and she got lifted up off her feet. She's like, "Whoa, dude,
He's looking at Braun like, hey, put me down, put me
put
down.
me down."
He was trying to rip her arm out of the socket, literally.
Yes, he didn't. I don't think he was trying to. He was just trying to be the, and he's just like, "Whoa."
Yeah,
I
they're too
could
excited.
see,
Yeah. So happy he
I
won.
could see Selena being like, "You hurt me."
Ow.
Then that sets up the return of Malachi.
I would want Malachi Black back in WWE.
Yeah, I mean, it's House of Black faction AEW. I personally find it to be just super annoying and predictable. It's like it was cool at
Yeah,
first.
too much spooky.
Too much spooky stuff. I'm thinking, don't stop being like the Undertaker. Don't speak in riddles like Bray Wyatt. It's just, it comes off as just way too creepy and way too irritating.
And now they're baby
Well, I think-
faces.
Mm-hmm. So I think they're going to be going up against
The Bang Bang Gang.
Bang Bang Gang for the Unified Trios titles.
All 6 belts.
Mm,
And
That's
why
right,
are we
because they-
unifying them?
they were already unified. The Acclaimed versus the Bang Bang Gang. The Acclaimed were AEW Trios titles. Trios champions. Bang Bang Gang were the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team champions. So they decided to merge the belts into one title that you could defend them. I think can be defended on both brands.
I believe so,
Huh.
but Tony doesn't care about Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got
I'd
your
be
pair wrestling champion now for 6 months.
Well, he's
You never
back.
defend- You didn't care about the belt.
Yep.
Athena's out injured. She could still be champion.
Yeah.
Mark Briscoe's never been on, hasn't really been on the TV as champion.
All right. But he's in the ladder match for the TNT title at, I think it's
Well, we know who's winning that.
Forbidden
match.
Door,
We
I
know-
think it is. Jack Perry. Screw him.
Yeah, that belt's going to Jack Perry.
Yeah. I thought about this. This is a crazy scenario. Like, what if, say, Ricochet joins AEW and challenges Jack Perry for that championship and wins it?
That'd be interesting. I'd be for that.
I kind of been picturing it in my head, like he finds out he has a match, and then I think it's Christopher Daniels comes out and says, "You have an opponent," and here he is, and you hear the music and you know who it is, and the crowd loses their minds. Just saying, I don't know if it'll
That's
happen
a
or
good.
not.
That's good booking, but that's too good for TK.
Yeah, too good for TK. We know sometimes
Mm.
his booking is up and down a lot. Sometimes he does great. Other times he makes booking decisions that just don't make any sense.
No,
think he
as much as
puts
they want Double J to win the Owen Hart Cup, it's gonna be Danielson.
Yeah, because depending on if it's Swerve or Osprey, one of
It's
those two could be
Danielson
who-
Osprey in London.
Oh, jeez.
That's the match you're gonna get. Danielson and Osprey for the world title in London.
Mm.
I think
You could also get Danielson versus and this is gonna sound really far fetched. Nigel McGuinness. If
That'd be
McGuinness
great.
is medically cleared to get in there, and he's been taking pot shots at Danielson on commentary.
Oh yeah, even left like last year. Yeah,
Yep, he's been doing it for a while. So I'm suspecting at some point we're gonna get that match, and that will probably be the match where Bryan Danielson says, "Thank you," and ends his in-ring career that way. It's an idea. I don't know. A lot of these,
it's a good idea.
I don't know if they're going to come to fruition or not.
Right.
What I don't understand.
Then again, we
TK's
don't know.
current
If,
book-
like, is TK watching the show right now? I doubt it.
Probably not.
Probably not.
But what I'm not understanding is why did the Bucks is to a challenge for Blood and Guts when they won Anarchy in the Arena?
I don't know.
Why are they issuing a challenge for Blood and Guts? Like, you just won Anarchy in the Arena.
Mhm.
Why are you wanting a Blood and Guts match? That should be one of the top baby faces
Mhm.
challenging you guys and
Mhm.
egging you on to the match.
Right.
Or Christopher Daniels making the match, saying, okay, this is enough. We're doing Blood and Guts.
Possibly.
Hmm.
I just know if
I
you're
don't know
gonna
who's gonna
have
be
the
in.
Bucks, if you're gonna have the Bucks, Okada, and Perry in a blood and guts match, who are the other four guys? You really have to pick these four the opposing team real carefully, because they all have to have beef with these four guys. You could do, and I'll throw one name out there because I heard he has real beef with the Bucks, and that's absolute Ricky Starks. That's one name I thought I think would be great for that match. But then again, like I said, you got to pick these four individuals very carefully when you're putting together the team for the blood and guts match to go up against the Elite.
I think it'd be Darby. Come back
Darby,
for revenge.
I just hope he's feeling better. He did hurt his foot, and
Oh,
then,
yeah,
he got hit by a
up and
bus.
died.
And then in
We're like a
Arcane
month
Arena,
away
he's
from
probably
blood
like,
and guts.
"Ow!"
Wow.
Yeah.
He don't care how he feels. If he
No.
feels 5%, he'll go through with blood and guts. He don't care.
Yeah, he'll do it. I mean, heck, when he runs out there and does like a suicide dive, he looks like he just got shot out of a cannon.
I bet he runs the ropes faster than Breaker does.
That. And Breaker can run fast.
Breaker can run. Once he builds up that speed, it's like, forget it. You are going to get speared in half.
He should be a wide receiver in the NFL right now.
I think he used to be a football player. I think he went to training camp.
Defense.
Yeah, I think he played defense. I think he went to training camp. I don't remember which team he went to training camp with.
I could see Breaker, quarterback, goes, he goes, sack.
He could be like on the defensive side of the ball, and he gets off and then just slams into the quarterback really hard.
15-yard penalty. Exactly.
It's excessive.
You can't. This ain't the 1990s anymore, Christy. You can't slam QBs down.
Oh, I know.
You gotta lay them down gently. Put them to bed.
They're so fragile.
Yes, I could see. I could see back in the 90s.
Yeah, back in the 90s, is like Braun Breaker would have been perfect for that time period in the NFL.
We're picking up the quarterback with a choke slam.
His body slammed the quarterback down. Oh God. Oh.
Okay, that'll be going into.
It's like every 1990s quarterback with like Troy Aikman, Steve Young.
I could see
John Elway. They'd all be scared for their lives if they saw him opposite them. They're like,
oh yeah, they'd be more scared of Breaker than they were of LT and Reggie White.
That's true.
I could see the choke slam tackle in like Vince McMahon's version of the XFL.
Oh, the first iteration of that was so bad.
Because that one was more towards like wrestling.
Kind of more towards that, but
well, yeah, especially when your A-team commentary team is the A-team broadcast of Raw.
Oh God.
What was that?
Ross and Lawler.
Okay,
oh, jeez. JR.
They were the A-team broadcast team of the XFL.
Oh my God.
That would have been a hoot. Just listening to that.
My God. Broke him in half.
And I'm sure it's up on YouTube somewhere. You can find it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
I did not watch a lot of those early XFL games.
And especially when they're like, okay, we're not going to do a kickoff. You're going to go for the ball at midfield. And hopefully you don't hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, hopefully you don't kill each other.
Don't kill each other.
Yeah. I mean, that was the only cool part about it, but I could see why it didn't work out.
Yeah. The current
And now we have
you-
a stupid.
the cur-
And now we have a stupid kickoff rule.
Yeah.
Don't move until the ball's kicked, or at least until the kickoff or punt returner catches
No,
it.
not until the opposing team catches the ball.
Well, I do like the extra point options. You can either go for 1, 2, or 3. That's not
Yeah.
bad though.
And then
I like it.
I've seen leagues where you can either kick it like normal,
Mhm.
or you can go for the 1, 2, or 3 option.
Right. Ugh.
But I don't have anything else.
I don't
Anybody
either.
else does?
Nope.
No, I think that's it.
Yep.
All right. So with that, we're gonna close out the show. Christy, final thoughts?
Thanks everyone for watching, and just continue to check out all the cool stuff on Coast to Coast, like the new Puck and Roll podcast with Callan, and all the other cool stuff that's coming up.
Thomas.
Thank you once again for having me. It was a blast. Everybody be safe this week.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated. Especially out here in Vegas when it's like 112 tomorrow.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It just reached 101 here in Texas.
I think it's like
and,
93 up here in Montana. It was crazy.
I would take 93.
Yeah.
Anything in the 90s. I would take. With that, everybody have a safe week and stay cool. We'll be back next week for another Between the Ropes. And with that, hope everyone has a great week.
Good night.